Let's watch it.
Now I know what you're thinking. Final Fantasy? Is that not the game with the Goofy in it? No. Final Fantasy
Oh
is
man,
one of
I
the
love
best
how
games
much
I've ever
it just
played. I've been playing
reminds
it
you
for
of
months
his old
now, and
videos.
let me tell you, the only thing goofy about this game is the stunts I pull. I've been known to engage in some mild tomfoolery on occasion.
Oh, that hat is so expensive.
I thought I'd hate it.
I've been wanting that
Because
hat
in
for
my
ages.
fantasy game, children, in my fantasy game, catgirls. That one's alright. And until last year, I
really want
thought
that
the
hat.
aforementioned Goofy was a staple of the Final Fantasy franchise.
I don't even know
Turns out
how to
he's
get
actually
it.
from a different game. But the vibe and art style still never really seemed like my thing. But I've never been more wrong. I love this game, man. Since I have the #1 most important opinion on the internet.
I used to have that haircut on
that
my
pretty little head of yours and
Rogadin
shove my new
a
favorite
lot,
game
and now
into
I
the
just can't
rivals.
have it on my aura.
So, from the lovable developers to the shocking realization that
That's
you've been
actually
on
Yoshi
Copium for
P.
years. Today, I take you through my adventures in Final
I
Fantasy
don't even know how
14.
they make these
And what
videos.
got me
I love them so
invested
much.
quickly? Rabbit Girls. Our journey begins here, in Uldar, a city run by the two most evil groups in society.
I'm so glad we got him now.
Anything for coin, and short people. Your first impression of Lalafell might be the same as any other small race. Cutesy, played by 40-year-old men, and an awkward bus ride if you're scrolling through Twitter in public.
Do you think that's mostly
However,
true?
Lalafell, don't be misled, my viewers. They may have a thin veil of cuteness, but their evil knows no bounds.
Yeah, his Lala does have this slightly evil
Stop letting
face.
me. I reveal to you the secret of all Lalafell players. The smaller you are, the bigger other races are. So, with my cute face,
No shit.
complete lack of ethics, and desire to get a 20-minute sponsored video out without playing WoW, I pulled up my boots and set out into the city.
That was the WoW logo.
So I went to my mum for help. She said I should make some friends and get a fucking
Oh my
So in
god.
my bid for power, I began handing out cakes to the local guards, which were definitely not poison. Stop asking questions. Until it came to my attention that the princess
A Realm Reborn
had gone missing.
flashbacks.
How awfully convenient! Surely whoever would save her must be held in high regard. What a lucky opportunity for me to prove myself. I decided that I would help find the princess, so I opened my map and started running towards her exact location. And that is when I saw...
I love how I did this exact quest line, so now I can actually kind of relate to it.
Fear not, princess, because I am here. Alright, this is the Nanima voice.
I don't know how I ended up here, but thank you for saving me.
It's like one Lalafell saving another. It must be hilarious.
Ladies. Would you like
Tancred
this
when
rock?
he was still a teenage boy.
Think.
Well, he wasn't, but...
Think.
Mommy!
Oh, what the fuck?
It was then that I was invited to a feast with the royals of Uldar, and I graciously
so
accepted
good.
my growth in political power. Once again, you'll be happy to know that Technoblade is now safe.
Oh yeah,
in
should
my
I have
castle.
said
was
something
hoping to
like
network, but the
Realm
best seat I could
Reborn
get was next to
spoilers?
her dad, and all he wanted to talk about was the war 5 years ago, where countless lives were lost because of the Asian slash the moon? Which is weird, because I killed one of these guys like 15 minutes ago. That's right, this ancient powerful being was no match for me, a regular
Mommy
ordinary
Crystal,
adventurer.
yeah.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. You gonna finish that? I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He is special. And so Thancred brought me to his friends.
I love it.
The Scoins of the Seventh Dawn. Meet our heroes.
I have awaited your coming.
The one everyone hates, except for, the ones everyone should hate.
Welcome!
The guy whose
What?
dialogue doth ye skip. The E-boy.
I never doubted that you'd come.
And this guy, we'll get to him later. Together
Wait,
they
was he
form the
actually in the
Stones of
corner
Seventh
there?
Dawn, and
He
the
wasn't,
primary
right?
goal of this organization is to kill the Primals, which are demigods summoned by various tribes around the world. primals usually just mind control anyone that doesn't have your powers. Because this lovely, curvy lady has given you the power to remember things. So it turns out all of those blackouts I had were actually a good thing. And not damaging. And so you team up with the members of the Shallots of the Seventh Dawn. But mostly this guy, who is 16, internet. You make wonderful friends. Use your power for good.
And
to tell you
roleplay,
I know
of
would
course.
Spoil things, but trust me, the story in this game is very good, and I like it a lot. Now this can be a
I'm
very
so glad to
social
hear that.
game, which means you're going
Like
to
the
be
first
meeting a lot
serious
of new
sentence he
people.
said, but,
This game
you know.
can have quite a twist.
I'm glad it's that one.
with many plot points that can be easily spoiled. Those
Goofy
seem
dies
like
in season
conflicting
2?
Qualities. Well, I admit
Spoilers.
it can be a little stressful dodging spoilers on my Twitter timeline. This game does this combo the best that I think any game possibly could.
It does.
And the community generally is super anti-spoiler. The only things I've had
Yeah.
spoiled were kind of minor and were kind of accidents. And annoying as spoilers are,
No, that's true. You guys are great.
I know. So I probably have it worse. You've probably already played it, or it's probably only going to be about as bad as... Dude, wait for Heavensward. It gets so good at Heavensward. It gets
Oh,
so
man.
good. Yeah.
It does. It
Spoilers,
really
back.
does.
Yeah, back to the story. I'll be taking my payment.
Thank you for slaying the primals, but there is more work to be done.
And you will do it.
And so I ventured forth as the hero I am, ready to save
He hasn't
the
yet
world.
been to Heavensward, has he?
What is that melody? You're dancing. My God, that dancing. What are
Oh, in the
those
Santa
faces
Claus
doing?
suits. I'll never
They're
have them, right?
smiling. The people were having fun. Oh, and the music. The music was super copyrighted. And as new as I was to the game, that was sort of the first moment where it clicked. I spent the rest of the night taking screenshots with the pals.
Yeah, not in the
This guy's
video,
like a
but
male
like
character in a
overall.
video game.
Does anyone
It's a
know?
feeling I hadn't felt in a while. Okay, guys, it's time for Pint to pay his rent. The plan was simple. Get in, grab the greatest mobile game of all time, and get out. And to
I'm
pull
pretty
it
sure the
off,
Santa
I'm
Claus
gonna need some
suit.
backup. Meet
Is
my
it in the
three
store?
favorite spooky
it
Halloween
might be in the
champions.
store.
Harvest
I actually don't
Jack.
know.
He's a jack of all trades. Miscreated monster. He's the brains of the operation. If only they were his brains. And Madame Sarah's. She's really hot. We made our way through the main door. All was going according to plan until we got to the vault. But Madame Saris set off the alarm.
I love the way he does these.
Oh no. They're trying to steal the greatest mobile game of all time.
Well, I can see why. With over 400
It's actually, you don't even
champions to
feel
kill,
it's an
epic
ad.
dungeons to clear, and a PvP arena where they can fight against other players. They'd be fools not to.
Oh, that's my favorite part. Have you seen their
It's
commercial?
like the soldier jumping
That
up and down. I love it.
But the gameplay is to die for.
Oh, they're getting away.
And to this day, don't have any idea
Why'd you
how
do
he
it?
does these videos.
Isn't it obvious?
This is so good.
Have you heard of Raid's newest Halloween update?
If I
We're
learn,
talking
it will
big
break the magic.
rewards, tournaments against other players, and that's not even the best part. I'll be able to get my hands on a brand new legendary Halloween champion. My Uber's here. You know the game's free, right? You could have just downloaded it. Yeah, on mobile devices and PC.
And off he goes.
Jack!
But I love how his Lalafell is the character in these.
Miss Pumpkin, I worked with your husband. He wanted me to tell you to click the link in the description below or scan my QR code to get a free epic hero Chinoru, 1 XP boost,
These ads make
one
me
ancient
laugh.
charm, 200k silver to help Junior get through college. You'll find your rewards here, bud.
The only other ads that I ever laughed at were the Super Bowl ads back when I was in the States. Like, for me, that was the first time I ever saw them.
Now I can focus on getting a cool outfit. Please, save us. The primals are coming. Did somebody say Palace of the Dead? Sounds pretty cool. Crafting jobs doesn't sound cool, but somehow is. I could have sworn that
It
was
is
something I was
getting addicted.
doing right now. It's very easy to get sidetracked in this game. And I think that's a discovery we all
Is
make
that
along the way.
is that Kugane?
I have something
That
to tell
can't
you.
be Kugane, can
I
it?
decided to quit my job as a hero and become a dancer.
A dancer? Well, the party buffs are useful.
No, father. Like this! One of the best parts about this game is that there's so many definitions of Endgame. There's your usual solo content or raiding or whatever. But under little rocks here and there, people create songs, dance routines, fashion, interior design, economic domination. Some of the most hardcore players I've met are high-end ultimate raiders. And yet,
Those
they
weapons are
mere
insane,
insects
though.
beneath the boots
I'll
of
never
the
have them.
players. The penultimate form of a Final Fantasy player, logging on daily to take cute screenshots and dance. And that's like kinda not even a joke. And having done a couple raids, it's not like the raids are bad either. It's actually some of the most fun.
Am I the
I've
only
ever had
person
raiding.
who
It's
hasn't
just you have a
heard,
choice
who
now.
hadn't heard the
driving
Titania
force is
song
fun.
before
Nothing is
I actually
mandatory,
went there?
everything is encouraged. Because to make
I'm
a
actually
fantasy
glad I
world
didn't.
feel real, you need your sweaty adventurers and your maid cat girl photography enthusiasts. Now I think it's about time I got round to killing those primals. Or I could do something better.
Yeah,
What
his
if I told
destiny
you
was to be a
that me,
Lalafell for sure.
The best mage player in the whole world, the betrayer of guilds, found an even greater foe. This content would make even the most experienced raiders quake with fear. That's right. I decided to try and buy a house. But there's a few catches with buying houses. There's a finite number of houses on any server. There's just under 400,000 houses in all of Final Fantasy, which is not a lot when you consider the player count. And
Nope.
slots only become available when someone doesn't log in for 45 days. I'll tell you about the second catch in a moment. It's a big one. Attention everybody, there is a fucking house for sale.
Like, I feel like if there wasn't a Lala in the game, he would not have played the game.
Purchase button. Was this truly where I wanted to live?
Click the damn button!
This
Come
was
on!
mostly-
Do
I
it!
clicked purchase.
Ah! No!
So here's the second catch. At some point in a 24
I love how this is also a housing
the
guide.
house will randomly become available for sale.
How cool is that?
Meaning, to acquire a house, you have to repeatedly do this and hope that you're the person that purchases the house the moment it becomes available, randomly.
You could
in a
also set up your
24-hour
camera so that it
period.
doesn't move like that every time you click. I found it very dizzy.
Time for this. I give up. No, that's
No,
not
we
the
all
point
have the
though.
time for it.
Well, I guess there is one thing I could do. I don't know. It's kind of no. What is it? I could exploit the working class. Meet wife havers. Oh, the things we'd do together. The conquests we'd march. Right after you guys buy a house, for the guild. We had 2 people around the clock clicking a placard. And the rest of us
That's
would
the
sit
best
there
way.
to make it seem like there was more competition than there was to scare off potential competitors. It was truly a chance for us all to
I thought I did a
learn
good
experience.
housing guide
And what I learned in this experience
when
is
I-
that friends are
when I
fucking
got our house.
This is Job. She was there for
My
40
God, it's
hours
nothing.
over 4 days. Oh, how do I know this? Only the fucking Google Doc we created to track the hours count, the plot opening times, and to see how close we were to committing human rights violations. Now, keep camping. You wouldn't want to go back to Torghast, would you? After about 3 days, though, one of our happy little campers discovered something. Something that would blow this case wide open. Take a look at this chart. Yep, turns out in the first 8 hours, the chances of a plot opening are basically 0. And for the creamy, most efficient strat possible, you want to click in this 4-hour window.
I never really used to believe
yes.
that. I
Only 4
just completely
short
ignored
hours
it.
of clicking.
I was like,
What
it's
would have
random.
it on the dawn
You
of the
can't
4th
possibly
day
know.
During prime time.
It's probably
I
true,
sent
but I chose
you a
not to believe
very
it.
funny meme.
Because I never knew
Tap
when
out
the
for a
plots would
moment to
spawn.
look at it. The house. It sold. Psych, we bought the house. It was us. It was our backup clicker. There's always a backup clicker. Now we had a place to call home. And we
Aw.
relocated
It
immediately.
feels so
because the
good.
goblet, say it with me, is for broadcast bitches. Final fantasy, huh? Crazy.
Like, our Organa house costs just as much.
And at the risk of sounding a bit too serious, it's taught me a lot of valuable things about myself. Trying new things, being a nicer person. I've got a bunch of new friends, way less stress. And honestly, man, just kind of a better...
Way less stressed?
I don't think it's just the game that's done that, but still, I'm happy. Plus, I got
This is such a wholesome video. I'm so glad he's happy. Aww. That was so good. Well, thank you, Pint, for the video. That was a really good one.